Welcome back, everyone. So today I'm working on a table runner for an event in October, and as you see, I have purchased a piece of fabric, an upholstery fabric, has sort of a horizontal texture to it, and it's very rigid. It doesn't have any stretch to it. And so what I decided to do, you see I have taken a sample, I tested out some Sharpie on it and some other markers. The other markers didn't do very well, but the Sharpie did okay. So I decided to hand letter onto this table runner. And so I did the test. Here's the sample of what my project's logo looks like. And so it's about half the size. I'm using a proportion scale. It's about half the size that I want it to be on this fabric. So I locate where I want to position it on the fabric. It'll drape over a purple tablecloth and hang down on the front of the table. And so I measure what I have here. I use my proportion scale to get the size of the letters, and then I'm going to go ahead and basically freehand it onto the fabric. And so I mark the center of the table runners, the first thing I do, and the relative height of the new lettering. And then my name only has 3 letters, makes it easy. Means I start off with an A, and so I locate where that A is going to be, where this height is going to be, and I'll begin the lettering process. So you'll see where I'm using a triangle to assist me, and I'm using just a plain old Sharpie to draw my lines. And basically it's kind of a risky thing because you don't really have, I can't pencil on it well, so I'm going straight to a permanent marker. But the fabric was inexpensive. It was $8 a yard. I bought 2 yards and I divided it in half along the length of the fabric. That gave me 2 chances at getting this usable. So as you see, I started off with an A, then I'm going to go to my next letter, and I'm using the reference to note where the angles are, what they might look like. I mark out where I feel it'll look similar. I won't be exact, of course, because I'm drawing it, and I'm not really measuring every detail. I'm just going to wing it, as you see. So I want the thickness of the letters to look correct to each other, so they'll be about the same. And I'm just using the Sharpie to draw in my lines. Now you'll notice that the font I use for my lettering is called Rough Draft or something like that, and it's not fussy. It has overhanging marks, and I liked it, so I've used it for a long time. And so this gives me a lot of forgiveness in what I'm drawing. And so I'm not going to sweat it. If I get things off a little bit, that'll just be how it is. It's a rough draft. And so I'm using my triangle to help me as a tool. There you see I've got the first word down, and then I'm going to go in and do the longer second part of my name. And so I'm going to let you watch this here with the music running, and I'll come back at the very end and put the finished. So what happened was I did the black and white here that you see I did the black ink onto the yellow, and then I came back and I painted the sections that are solid in the sample with purple acrylic paint. And then I came back and drew a little sketch of myself leaning on the Y, and I hand lettered writer and illustrator underneath. So I'll put the image again at the end of the film, so that you can see how the finished piece turned out. Enjoy!